Wagey, getting cagey. Boss needs help now, don't be lazy. Zero breaks will make you crazy.
So, I have experienced both NEET life and wage slavery, and in this video I want to talk about the pros and cons of both of these lifestyles. For those who don't know, NEET stands for not in employment, education or training, whereas wage slavery is about working for wages in a somewhat dead-end job. A few years ago, I was at work training in a grocery store, stacking shelves, updating prices, removing expired food, and so on. The first few weeks were alright, but towards the end of the training period, I began to get really frustrated with the work, and I was really ready to go back to my NEET life. Basically, as a wagey, I had a daily schedule during the days when I worked, which brought some structure to my life. I also had more social contact during work. When I am a NEET, I can go over a week without talking to anyone in person. So there are some benefits to being a wagey, in addition to the money you get from it, although in my work training I was actually not paid by the company, I was paid by the government. In order to be a NEET, you have to be in a somewhat fortunate position. You have to either have a good financial situation or someone to finance your NEET life, like your parents or the government. Right now I am living the NEET life and I am on disability income due to some mental health problems. I also live in an apartment owned by my father, so I don't have to pay rent. I just have to do yard work like mow the lawn, clear weeds, paint the fence or shed or that kind of stuff. This makes NEET life sustainable for me for the time being. What also helps me is being a minimalist, so I don't consume many things that cost a lot of money. I just pay for my internet, phone, electricity, food, occasional beer, and some games that I play. Sometimes I will also buy movies or TV shows, but I don't have Netflix anymore. I'd rather own my entertainment if possible. I don't want to be a renter. So what do I do as a NEET? Well, I play some video games like GTA 5 and EVE Online. I watch some TV shows and movies and then YouTube videos too, and obviously I make them as well. Then I do also shitpost on Reddit. Yes, I know many people don't really like Reddit, but to be honest, some of the niche subreddits are still quite good. Not the big ones like r/pics or r/funny or r/politics or whatever. I don't really go to those subreddits, but you know, the smaller ones that are a bit outside of the mainstream, they are still somewhat okay. And they don't have that many cringe people or bots like the mainstream subreddits. Then I sometimes work out and go for walks, although during the winter I am pretty much a hikikomori and don't really go outside unless I need to. But now during the spring and summer I want to go out hiking more and maybe on some biking trips and that kind of stuff. I think if and when my mental health improves, the ideal situation for me would be to be 70% NEET and 30% wagey or working some kind of job or maybe volunteering or something like that. So I could maybe work a few days per week and then go do my own thing for the rest of the time. This way I could alternate between the two and I wouldn't get too frustrated or bored with either lifestyle. Because when I was a wagey, I did eventually get quite frustrated with the work, but also as a NEET, I can occasionally get quite bored with life. I believe having some form of balance is key, and that would maybe be helpful. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again in the next video.